This is part 4 of my Life's Ups and Downs poetry readings. The next one I'll read is called Cancer, wrote in 2011, the 6th month. And underneath I put in memoriam of Carl A. Peterson and others who lost their battles. A loss happened again. Cancer took another person's life. Cancer is rough. There are some survivors of it. Others lose their battle. I know survivors of cancer. I also know ones who lost their battle. Cancer affects everybody sooner or later. My grandfather lost his battle recently. Before that, my grandfather's second wife lost hers. Before my grandfather and his second wife, Jackie Tomchok, fought their battles and lost, others I knew fought but survived. Each time someone is diagnosed with cancer, it affects more than just the one with it. Normal cells become abnormal. The next ones, the first one is the child's cry. A cry of a child is ringing out. Nobody is listening. It is not a normal cry. The cry is a hurt and paining child's cry. It is an I don't know what to do cry. It's a my emotional needs and safety needs aren't being met cry. It turns into an I am angry cry. The cry will turn into a silent cry as the child dies from within. The child cannot survive without knowing love, which is supposed to be a child's anchor to have a positive life. The child can't survive without knowing somebody loves him or her unconditionally. The next one is called Almost 4 Years. Almost 4 years ago, once an innocent child in me grew. As he grew, and as he still grows, he's innocent no more. He has been touched by pain, hate, and anger. He has been touched by abuse. I tried to stop the cycle, but so far it is no use. I'm not giving up yet on my child. I hope I never do. How many more tears will he cry until he is saved by unconditional love, not hate? I am touched by the same too. We both need each other to set things right. Why do we, mother and child, have to cry endless tears for these almost 4 years? We are both innocent victims. The last poem I read, Almost 4 Years, I wrote the bottom one in 2010, the 26th of the 4th month, and then the top one was the 25th of the 4th month in 2010. And it's been almost 6 years now. And still, it's the same. He's not getting the help he needs. The next one I'm going to read, I wrote in 2010 in December. It's called a birthday poem. Birthdays are important. They are milestones of life. Each time you have one, shows how long you've been physically alive. As a person gets older, they are supposed to be wiser. Some people wise up sooner than later. As you live life, you learn. Celebrating birthdays while you're alive is better than not celebrating at all. Birthday cake and candles. Decorations too, you put up even if only a few. Being around family and friends is important too. I will never want to stop celebrating birthdays as long as I'm alive. The presents aren't as important as being with people you love and who love you. The next one is called Why Destroy. I wrote in the 10th month in 2010. Why don't you want me to be with my son anymore? Is it just because I have spoken the truth all along? Why are you doing this to us? Is it because you are too far in denial to be able to see the truth at all? Why destroy my son and others completely? Is it because you feel that you have to destroy others like you were destroyed? Why continue the abuse cycle? Why let my son continue it? Are you that blind to truth? What are your reasons? Will you ever tell the truth or will you keep lying? So far you have kept the lies alive. I want it stopped. I do love my son. I want my son with me. He wants to be with me. He said it from the first. Will anybody listen ever? The next one is called Abandonment. I wrote in 2010, the 4th month. Abandonment is all I feel. Abandonment, it is for real. Abandonment, I don't need. I need positive experiences to be more constant. I need to feel less abandoned. It seems like my son and I are both abandoned by everyone. I have tried to turn it around. For a while I felt happier. Now I feel sad once again. When will this abandonment and other negativity end? The next one I'm going to read is called Battles. I wrote in 2011, the 5th month. Anger is raging. Hate is more abundant now. Rageful words and actions are overflowing through my son. There's more stress, which is getting harder for us to handle. We're facing cancer battles on top of other negativity. Upcoming deaths, but we don't know when they will come. I'm worried about the after effects. Can we survive this time round with all of them happening at once? I'm praying the answer will be yes. In the end, though, we may all lose in one way or another. The next one is called The Abuse Cycle Continues. I wrote it in 2011, the 5th month. More abuse I see coming. She still yells and grabs violently. She drinks too much. She can't stop herself from that even now. She shows worse negativity than ever. I don't think she will ever learn until he blows up in the worst way where she may not survive. The snowball effect now. It'll affect many more generations to come. I see the worst scenario coming now. I don't think I can stop it. More violence and death. My worst fears are coming true more and more. The abuse cycle will continue through him. God help us. The next one is called Hitting Brick Walls. I wrote in 2011, 5th month, 24th day. Brick wall after brick wall, I keep hitting. I got another no answer in regards to my son. Every time I try to stop the cycle, it's still allowed to continue. My son is getting worse and worse. My son is saying things like burn the house down, even in pretend play. He's saying the word stupid in the context of a put down. He's getting angrier by the day. He talks about bullets going through a house now. He has beaten himself in the head with his hands and fists. My worry as his mom will not end till something positive is done. When will someone listen? I'm tired of waiting. It's been too long. Next one is called We the Black Sheep. I wrote this some years ago, and this is when I entered into a poetry contest 2 years back. It's about alienation. They say we are different and they say we are bad. We may be different, but we are not bad. We feel comfortable with who we are. We choose not to let people pull us completely down. We love a little differently, but we are still human. We deserve respect too. We are beaten and we are murdered, yet we live on. We stand up for each other. We have rights too. Though we are oppressed, we grow stronger. We are many in number. We are the black sheep. We are the forgotten ones, yet we still exist. Hear our cries of passion. You can't ignore us forever. Our numbers are too many. The next one I am going to read is called I Suffered a Loss. It's about my miscarriage I had in 1999. I sit here and cry as the days slowly pass me by. I suffered a loss at a much greater cost. It makes me sad and also makes me mad. Why did this have to be? It's too much for me. The next one is called God. This I wrote some years ago too. God is good, God is great, God is all-knowing, God loves everyone, God doesn't make a fuss, God doesn't put anyone down, God is love. And that one is for right Christians out there. Rape is the next one. Saying no and then being violated anyways. Being scared to talk about it. It's awful. Feeling pressured when the guy or girl keeps bringing sex up. Being scared for your life if you don't comply. Wanting to leave, but the other person saying no, you can't. Being told not to tell. It's not right. It's never the victim's fault. No always means no. The next one is called She. I wrote in 2010, the 11th month. It was dedicated to my mom's husband's mom. Thanksgiving Day of that year she died. The cancer is growing. She may not have much time. She has had a long life. She was good with her hands. She has good days sometimes. Other times she has bad days. She is fighting as hard as she can. When she'll let go is what we don't know. She has made people happy. She is loved. She will be deeply missed once she gives up her ghost. Then the next one is called Death Came Closer. This I wrote in December on the 21st date in 2010. His death might be closer than I even think. My grandfather went to the hospital again. He got sick, very sick. He was put on oxygen when he went there. It's not even Christmas Day yet. 24 hours? I don't think so. He was in the hospital 4 days last time. I'm upset, but I haven't cried yet. My uncle left him there alone. I am mad at my grandfather too, but I wouldn't leave him like he did. Will he make it to Christmas Day? I don't know for sure. His lungs were at half capacity last time. Is it lower now? If it's lower, he won't have much time left. It makes me very sad. The next one I'm going to read is called Child Abuse. I wrote it in 2009, the 28th day of the 11th month. Kids are our future, so they say. If kids are our future, then why is child abuse allowed to go on? Kids will not have a future if they are not protected. Kids do matter. They have rights too. Their rights are constantly being taken away by abusers every day. Too many children are being killed by the ones that are supposed to be their protectors. Why do they allow it? I don't agree with abuse. I know better than that. Why can't others see it too? My blinders are off as a mother and as an abused child grown up. It's time to take off your blinders too, or there will not be a future. The next one I called The Truth. I wrote in 2010, 4th month, 25th day. The truth is always best, they say, but the truth has gotten in the way many times of my son's happiness. The truth isn't lies. Lies aren't the truth. The courts think the opposite. Why? Why do they listen to lies? They should listen to the truth. Why let an innocent suffer? Why let a child cry? Why let a child be angry at the world? An angry child turns into an angry adult if they survive. If that is allowed to happen, society pays for that mistake the courts made. Why let it happen at all? It shouldn't be allowed to happen at all. Truth counts. The last page of this has 3 poems on it. The first one is called Sorrow. Sorrow is being sad. Sorrow is being mad. Sorrow is being lonely. Sorrow is death. Sorrow is crying. Sorrow is dying. The next one is Let the Sun Shine In. Let the sun shine in. Let the sun shine in. Let the sun shine into your heart. Don't let anything get you down. Make your frown turn upside down. Let the sun shine into your heart. The last one is called I Will Miss You Very Much. I dedicate it to Martha Beslow, who took care of me when I was a child, and she died in 1994. I believe it was. You are a nice person. I wish you didn't have to die so soon. I will try not to cry. You were like a family member to me. When I had something to say, you always listened. I know you felt lots of pain. I will miss you very much. I know that death is a part of life, but I still wish you could have lived longer. I say again, I will miss you very much. I will keep you in my memory forever. And that poem, I gave a copy to Martha Beslow's family when she died. And it was read in her funeral, and there wasn't a dry eye in the house, I was told. I couldn't make it to the funeral because I had to go somewhere with my high school choir. So I did it the other way. Goodbye for now, and that's all the poems pretty much besides the one that's on my Intro to Me video on my YouTube channel. I'll be making more videos later. I just had to figure out what ones to do. Thank you for listening. Goodbye. Peace. The Lord and Lady be with you, or the Lord, whichever you want to put it. And blessed be for the fellow other people like me out there who may be watching. Bye.